The flower tine is a pheasant in yellow, my version of the partridge in yellow. And the reason I go with the pheasant is because they're so available to us that I use those, and I think they do a real good job of providing the soft hackle. So we're going to start out with a number 12 hook. I usually tie these in smaller versions. I'll tie them in a size 14 to 16. I'm going to use black denier thread. Get this started. I'm going to tie in a very thin piece of flashaboo. And just let that hang to the back. And then I'm going to use one strand of a four strand floss. So I'll tie that on, and as you can see, I'm not tying this down very far because I don't want the black thread to show through the floss and make it dark. So I wrap this down. And I've waxed this floss so it doesn't fray very easy. And then I'm going to work it back up. And tie that down. And cut the tag. Then I'm going to take this flashaboo and I'm going to spiral this up the abdomen. And what this represents is the trapped air inside the pupa case as the pupa is ascending to the surface. And I'll tie this down and cut the tag. Then I'm going to take 2 to 3 pieces of peacock herl, tie them in, cut the tags, and then I'm just going to wrap those forward, pushing my thread ahead of them, forming a thorax. Now, you don't want to extend those very far up because you want to be able to get a nice, neat head out of it, or have room for your head. Trim those off. Then I'm going to take a pheasant rump feather and I'm going to strip it down. like this. And as you can see, those hackles are about the length of your hook shank. So that's, I'm going to strip just a few more of them off to make them closer to the size I want. Okay. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to fan these backwards and tie this in so it is the dull side down, and then cut the rest of this feather off like that. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and wrap the feather in, brushing these hackles back as I go, and making sure that they're going backwards. And then I'll tie this off like this. Fan these hackles out. Cut the tag off. Pull these back. And I usually lick my fingers and then make a neat black head on it. Color these kind of the way you want it. Take and whip finish the head. Making a nice head. Check to make sure your hackles are all okay. They look good. Bring it back around. Got one little piece here. Gonna put one more whip finish in it. Pull it tight. And there's your partridge, your pheasant in yellow.